All right, today we're talking about total surface area of rectangular prisms. So for these, unless they identify in the problem which side is the base, you're always going to be doing total surface area, okay? So what's interesting about this is it does not matter in our steps to find surface area which side you choose for the base. So we're going to do the same steps that we did with cylinders and we're going to do with triangular prisms, but we're going to draw a rectangle. So for the formula on the formula chart, we're going to be using two sections today. So we're going to look at the area section and the surface area section. But first, let's draw and label that base. So I don't know about y'all, I like to think of the base as the bottom. I know it's not always the bottom, but on a rectangular prism, it can be. So I'm going to use this base right here and draw that on my paper. And it's okay if you don't have a highlighter. So in box 1, you're going to draw a rectangle. And you're going to draw a line for the height. Now what's important here is that you label every single piece. So if this is 2, this is 2, this is 4, this is 4. And then the other number that we have is going to be our height. So we have a height of 6. So now I'm going to come over here and I'm going to write the formula. So if it's a prism, we're going to use capital P H plus 2 times big B. So write that down and then let's talk about what those letters mean. P H plus 2 times big B. So P is new this year. This stands for perimeter of the base. So just perimeter of this shape we've drawn without the 6, okay? H is just the height, we know what that is, plus 2. Big B is area of the base. So big B is not just a number, you have to put another formula in there. Well, our base is a rectangle, okay? So we're going to input this formula right here, base times height. So what I like to do is write that right here above it. So little b times little h. Let me show you what this looks like once you have it written out with all the numbers. You really don't need this shape anymore after you've drawn it on your paper. You just need to focus on your work. So for perimeter of the base, I'm going to open a parentheses. And we're going to add up all the sides. So 2 plus 4 plus 2 plus 4. That's how you find perimeter, adding up all the sides. For h right here, that's this 6. So you can write times 6. After you write the 6, I want you to come up here and put an X on that. You're not going to use that number anymore. So plus 2. And we're going to open up a parentheses. And now we're going to do base times height inside here. So since we're not using this height, base and height are these two numbers right here on the rectangle. So 2 times 4. So now that you've filled in your formula, you're going to go type it in Desmos. So Desmos, open parentheses, 2 plus 4, oh, wrong number, 4 plus 2 plus 4, close, times 6 plus 2, open parentheses, 2 times 4. So your total surface area is 88, and it's inches squared. So that's how you find total surface area of a rectangular prism. Let's do another one. So for number 2, I told you I like to use the bottom, so I'm going to imagine the bottom here. And that's what I'm going to draw on my page. So draw and label your base, that's the first step. So I'm going to draw a rectangle. I'm going to label everything. So 12, 12, 4, 4, and 8 for the height. Now you're going to write that same formula. So P, H plus 2, big B. Our base is a rectangle, so I'm going to write base times height above it. Alright, so for perimeter, you're going to add up these 4 sides. So 12 plus 4 plus 12 plus 4. Close. Times the height of 8, put an X, plus 2, open parentheses, base times height, so 4 times 12. And now you go type it in Desmos. 12 plus 4 plus 12 plus 4, close, times 8 plus 2 times 4 times 12. So you get 352, and this was also square inches, okay? All right, that's number 2. Let's look at number 3. I'm going to fold my paper. All right, here's box number 3. We're going to draw and label the base. Remember, it doesn't matter. You really could use the side if you wanted. I just like to use the bottom. All right, so I'm going to draw a rectangle with the height. Label everything. 3, 3, 5, 5. And then write your formula. Capital PH plus 2, big B. Remember, our base is a rectangle, so we're going to write little b, little h above. So for perimeter, open parentheses and find the perimeter. 3 plus 5 plus 3 plus 5 times your height of 8, put an X, plus 2 times 3 times 5, close. And now go type it in Desmos. So 3 plus 5 plus 3 plus 5 times 8 plus 2 times 3 times 5. And you get 158 square inches. Okay? Now, I've done 3. I want you to do 3. It's just the same process. So go ahead and pause and go solve for those. And I'll post my answers. Like when you're ready, you can start the video again and see. All right, here's number 4, 5, and 6. If you would like to go ahead and pause and check your work, you can. Got my pictures drawn, my formulas written out with the numbers, and then solved. Okay? If you have any questions, let me know.